Hey, it's Saturday Hockey Talk. I really need to get an opening for this show. Hey, everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to a Saturday Hockey Talk. What are we going to talk about today? Basically whatever you guys want to talk about, but I do. We'll talk about Carey Price's contract. There's no news on that. Just my speculation on that. Thought that would be something to talk about. But like I said, anything you guys out there who are here want to talk about, just talk to me in the chat. Let's see who's here. We got two people here. We got Habs Guru in the house. Hey there, Guru. If you are here, just say hi in the chat. Let me know you're here. Renegade Man, how's it going, man? Good to see you there. So there's not a lot happening right now. So basically this is kind of making something up. It's although I do believe that his contract is going to get moved, but it's not like there's no real rumors about it or anything like that. But we'll talk about that, and other things too. How's that? BL, how's it going, man? Good to see you out there. Good to see you out there. I don't even know where I want to start with that. Carey Price's contract, I believe, is going to get traded. Hang on, I got a cough for some reason. Yeah, I think it's going to get traded. I think probably around training camp time. I don't believe they want to go into the season with that contract. I think they need some of the money from that contract, and they don't want to have him on LTIR before the season starts. I don't know if they can swing it otherwise. Also, I do think that once they move that contract, that's when they're going to sign Lane Hutson, because Lane Hutson's going to eat up a lot of that money, if you ask me. Renegade Man says, I know it's business, but it would be insulting to Price and the family to do such a thing like that for so many years with the Habs. I get where you're coming from, but Carey Price himself has said, hey, trade my contract. Whatever you need to do, I'm good with it. So I don't think that's a thing, right? Carey Price has said he's fine with it. So I don't think there's a problem there. And I'm quite sure that they'd like to do it. I think they kind of need to. They are over the cap right now. They're allowed to by 10%, but they're over the cap right now, so they're going to have to do something to be under the cap before the season actually starts, right? Midnight of the night of the first game, or the midnight, 12:01 a.m. day of the first game. They have to be compliant. Because if Carey Price, if they can hang on and leave his contract as is, first game starts, they put him on LTIR, they're good. But I don't know if they can swing that going in. So, hey there, Joe. I did not see you there on Wednesday at all. It didn't show me anybody was in the room, and I didn't see the comment. It didn't pop up that there was comments. So I apologize. My apologies for that. But I didn't see you there, or I would have stayed longer. So, but sorry about that. And when I saw when I left, and I saw it showed me your comments all of a sudden. It's like, whoa. Anyway, so nothing I could do about it, but I'm glad you're here. Guru, he does agree. Obviously, he does. He's told. I think it's like, I want to say either before last season or the season before, he was saying trade my contract if you need to. So there's no disrespect there. BL says training camps firing up this week. Q training camps. That's the QMJHL, which now stands for the Quebec Major Maritime League. No, I don't know what it stands for exactly. I know Quebec Maritime. No, Quebec Maritime Junior League. That's what it is. Took me a while. 18 teams and over 200 Americans trying out. This new NCAA CHL world is so confusing. Yeah. I don't understand how that all works anyway, to be honest with you. So nobody really wants to talk about Carey Price. What about what I? By the way, sorry, I just ate before, so I almost burped there. What about my thought of Lane Hutson will get signed when they move that contract? You guys agree with that? Don't agree with that? Renegade Man says, I hope Doc could rebound this season because Nazar is looking real, especially against us. Nobody will take him if he is always hurt. Yeah, there's a quote today I read from Kent Hughes saying, so I had put out a video that Doc might not be ready for this season. And then it kind of came up that Eric Engels was saying, nah, there's no problem. He's on track, blah, blah, blah. It's not going to be a problem. So I thought I kind of bought into a story that wasn't accurate. And then I did my video. But I'm hearing today from Kent Hughes that Doc is not 100% to be ready for camp. And they're hoping either for camp and then ready for opening night or very early into the season he'll be ready. So it's not 100%. And then saying that, they got to be very thoughtful and mindful and careful. I forget the wording, but basically thoughtful and careful about how they ease him back in. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to be. Maybe he's going to be on the wing or a third line center or something. And if they're worried about the knee, probably not a center to start the season. So I don't really know what's going on with Doc. But when I saw that for myself, I felt a little better that the video I put out wasn't totally inaccurate. So there's that. Yeah, I figured it out before you put that up there. Biel is also saying, Junkie was saying in his video today that Hage is tipping the scales at over 200 pounds of muscle. Yeah, I'm having this little bit of an argument with Cam in, from the other channel, my partner, or one of them. And the argument was, there was a trade proposal. It's not even a rumor, just by Habs Fanatics Online, which is a bullshit site. And the proposal had Reinbacher, Beck, and the 27 first, going for Mason McTavish and one of their defensemen I never heard of. And I said that I don't think I would do this deal. And so we got into in our chat, our chat on Facebook. So Cam is kind of telling me that Reinbacher doesn't fit here anymore, and blah blah blah, whatever. And because I just think it's too much to pay, right? And you're going to have to rely on Hage, and that's all you're going to have. Well, I don't know if that's the bad thing, and I kind of think that's where they're looking at. And that's why this year, I don't think they're going to make that move for the second line C, because they have another year to wait, really, and to see if Hage is going to be anything. They've got a year. They can do this next offseason. So I don't think there's a rush to do that, and I don't think they're giving up Reinbacher. Reinbacher is I don't know if you remember when Mayu was traded. He was interviewed by. I don't know was it Tony Marinaro? I'm not sure. Like one of those little things I saw on a reel on Facebook, and he was asked, David, like your impressions of these players. I'm going to name them. Give us your impression off the top of your head. David Reinbacher kills plays. Yeah, that's what he was drafted to do. Here's Mayu, who played with him. The first thing he thought of was he kills plays. How does a guy like that not fit on any team? So, no, they're not moving Reinbacher. And besides, they're getting McTavish for a 2C. Reinbacher and a first in whatever year and Beck is too much for a 2C. Now, I like McTavish, and I think it'd be great. But I think if you're trading Reinbacher for McTavish, you are creating a hole to fill a hole. I don't think Montreal's doing that. Well, BL, I know you would do it, but you're saying only straight up McTavish for Reinbacher. That's it, straight up. I wouldn't. I don't think Montreal will either. I think Reinbacher is the guy they want here, and I think he's going to make a difference when he's here, and we're not going to regret that he's here. And I do believe the signs of Hage being that guy is looking good. It's all kind of based on, can he get his two-way game going? I hear he's progressing. He's got the size. He's bulked up. I think Hage is the guy. And we're probably going to see Hage sign with Montreal at the end of his season. Maybe get a game or two. You never know. It depends when his season ends. And he's going to be in the mix next season, I think. So now, if they could get McTavish for a lesser price, they might do that. But I don't think for a Reinbacher. I don't care what anybody wants to say about Reinbacher. You like him, you don't. If you like him, you're going to agree with me. If you don't, I don't care, because I think he's going to be a big player here. And I like the skill that he brings. It's his biggest asset. He kills plays. And he makes it look easy. He's not flashy. He just stops plays from happening in the defensive zone. Now, if he can do that here, obviously he's going to have to get here and do that here. But, I mean, more than likely he's going to. So I don't want to move Reinbacher. And like I say, I don't think Montreal does. All right, let's see let me catch up to you guys. No, Joe, I agree with what he's saying about it. It's just, I don't think fans want to hear that again, unfortunately. But I agree. I mean, that's what you got to do with Doc. Kind of true. And if he's not 100% ready at camp time, like to start, if it's in doubt, then you got to ease him back in. There's no doubt. Renegade Man, I heard about the trade rumors for McTavish, but Reinbacher has to go the other way. I know fans were like, do it. Listen, Reinbacher's not going to be fully appreciated until he gets here and he starts doing what he does best. So, and I believe in the kid. And I think Montreal believes in the kid. Joe, that's a good point, and not only for Doc, because you just take Matheson being here. We don't know if Reinbacher can make it out of camp here. Probably he won't. That's why Matheson's going to still be here, if you ask me, and other people. You don't want to rush any of these kids. But Reinbacher is looking good. Everything I've heard or read about this kid is good. Reinbacher's offense is very underrated for a two-way player. I'm going to say you meant there. The Habs already have Hutson as their offensive weapon. Reinbacher could be 35 to 40-point guy. He is Adam Larson. I don't know that there's going to be room for Reinbacher to get that many points. Why? Because we got Dobson now. Dobson and Hutson are going to eat up a ton of points. They're going to get a ton of points for the defense. If Reinbacher can still get you 35 to 40 points, I mean, even better. But I think he's your guy that's going to be your defensive. He's going to play in the defensive zone a lot on the PK. Like, that's where I think Reinbacher is probably going to play a lot. We'll see. Is one of his comps Adam Larson? That's fine, I guess. He's going to be Reinbacher, killer of plays. I like that, though. What does he do? He kills plays, man. He kills plays. It's what they said when they drafted him. It's what was said about him when they drafted him, which is now a few years. He's whatever. He's played now in the AHL a little bit. It continues to be what they say about him. That's a good sign. For me, it's a good sign. Now, what do you think about? Because I want to talk about the main topic a little bit. If you don't want, I don't know where they're going to move Carey Price's contract. I believe they're going to move his contract though. Um, it's not a rush till they feel that they have to sign Hutson. And why do I say that? I think Lane Hutson, from the sound of it, is going to get on the low end, high 8 point something, but on the high end of 8, but probably between 9 and 9.5. And I'm thinking probably 9.5 like Dobson. Price's contract is 10.5. It's perfect. They move the Price contract and sign Hutson. And I think he's going to get 9.5 times 8. Who would Reinbacher pair well with? Since he hasn't played up here, but in development camp, he played with Hutson a little bit. You got to think he'd be a good player for Hutson. And then we'll probably see it be Dobson and Gooley and Hutson Reinbacher. Now, I'm not saying that's this season, although a lot of people think it's going to be Gooley with Dobson. I don't say that's bad. I just don't know this season. I think with Matheson here, I kind of think it's going to be Matheson Dobson. I know, and don't come at me with that. It's not a good pairing. I know that it's two offensive defensemen. I kind of think that's what it's going to be, and it's going to be Gooley with Hutson this season. That's how I think, but I could be wrong, obviously. But I know the talk mostly is it's going to be Gooley and Dobson and probably Reinbacher and Hutson. If you look at the two types of games, Reinbacher and Hutson seem like they're well matched to be a pairing. At least I think so, and I know a lot of people do. So let's see. Renegade Man says, I know fans overrate offense, but his offense is not that bad. Oh, I agree with that. His offense is not that bad. I don't see 35, 40 points, unfortunately, but I can see him in the 20s. And a shutdown kind of guy. And, we don't have a shutdown, a true shutdown. Oh, I whistled. A true shutdown defenseman. We don't have one, right? We haven't really had that. Well, I guess Savard was kind of that, but since Edmondson was like a real good shutdown defenseman. We need that guy. We need a guy who kills plays. We just need that guy. Let's see what else. So let me read the rest of that. Hudson's role is to shut down players and to limit space for the other team. Hutson makes sense to play with a defensive defenseman. Yeah, you're going to see. Well, that's why it would be Gooley and Dobson, and that's why Gooley is better matched with Dobson than Matheson. And I agree with that. I just don't see Matheson on the third pair. That's all. So I don't see it. So I think it's Matheson, Dobson, Gooley, and Hutson. Because Gooley can play on the right side. So remember that. And I think he'll play on the right side until he's going to be playing with Dobson. Go back to his left side, and that's optimal. And yeah. So the point being, we only have two right side D. So someone's playing on the right who's a left. So the two options that are best, in my opinion, are Gooley and Struble. I don't think Matheson is good on the right side. Personally, I don't want to see him there. So there you go. And I don't want to see Matheson and Hutson. I don't mind seeing Struble and Hutson. They played together a bit last year, and it was good, and the numbers were good for that. And Carrier, I think, can also play with them a bit too. So Hudson's got options. And Hutson could play on the right, but I'd rather he doesn't. Renegade Man says, I like Gooley, and he's a natural leader. He is. He just plays hard and has a great shot. He does. He's got a great shot. He's really solid defensively. He's got a physical game. You don't score a lot against Montreal when Goulie's on the ice. I believe that's an actual thing. I don't have the stat on that, but Goulie is he's important here. Just the problem is he's been gets injured every year. As a matter of fact, I'm doing the Have Normals podcast. I'm alone again this week. Matt Scott. I'll tell you why Matt's not been around. He's got family over. His girlfriend's. This time, it was her mother, and then she found an apartment because her family are moving back to Boston, and now sister and brother-in-law are there for it looks like another week, and that's why he hasn't been able. The studio is a bedroom, his studio, and he hasn't got control of that right now. So Matt won't be again one more week, but he'll be back. So there's nothing weird there. It just hasn't got control of the studio. I don't even know why did I say that. Now okay. For Hab Normals, I'm doing a lot of over-unders, not player points over-unders. These are different because I did some last week. Some different team ones, and then, goals, specifically goals for Caulfield. Time on ice leader, give you a choice. Line A's power play goals. For Arbor Jackeye, hits, fights, and game ejections, over-under. I know. So I'm going to do some interesting things like that. Tomorrow. I'm going to do that. Tomorrow will be out on Monday, unless I do it really early in the day and have it out in the afternoon. But look for that. And you know what? I've been doing that now. I think this is going to be the third one. Now, I've done a lot of solo stuff, obviously. I'm doing that right now. But, okay, so we have another channel. By the way, this is a shirt, another new shirt. You can see from the logo there. That's from Don't Plug With Media. Oh, let me just do this first. I'm stupid. All right, so you can see this is for a game that we're going to start playing over there. So if you're the loser that week, the next week you got to wear this Bozo shirt, Bozo alert. So it's called the Shirt of Shame. I don't know why I got into, but it's a good time to say, and got mugs. And if you go to the link down there. Oh, yeah, I forgot to load. Till the end of August, I'm running a 10% off. So if you go to the link down there and you use the code August10, so use the code August10, and you will get 10% off of your order. So if you are interested in getting any merch, do that. Just go to that link there. Link is in the description. And there might be a direct link to the August. I don't know if I put it in the description. I don't think I did. But if you go there and use August 10, it's till the end of the month, obviously, and it's 10% off, whatever. There is a minimum. It's got to be 2 items and $50. But if you want, it's not hard to get $50 on 2 items. But even if it's $1,000 order, you'll get 10% off. So, I hope you guys take advantage of that. By the way, the mugs and the hats, they're done here in Canada. So they're made here in Canada, shipped from Canada, and they don't take that long at all. If you're getting the t-shirts, they are coming from the States. It doesn't take that long. I assume we'll be switching, though, to a different one that will ship everything out of Canada. And we'll be doing screen printing and not what I'm getting right now. But they're still good. Anyway, there's my advertisement for the week. For the show, anyway. No new comments. Yes. Anyway, I'm doing an over-under, so I hope you guys check that out. I'm going to talk about, since we didn't get into it too much here, I'm going to talk about Carey Price's contract a little bit more in depth, I guess, and the signing that I expect of Lane Hutson. I also have this interesting thing. Somebody put out, I guess it's a meme type thing, which NHL teams are going to have the biggest rise in points next season, and it has them all listed and all that. So I'm going to talk about that. We're also going to do that on Monday's Pucking Around podcast. So check that out. And, this was the point that I had that I wanted to make. So doing this solo, doing the podcast solo for the last 2 weeks, we're looking for people to do podcasts on the other channel. We only have Flyers, Bruins, and then an NHL podcast. So I want to have one podcast for every team. We're looking for crews. If anybody's interested, we're looking for crews for podcasts for the other NHL teams. But we have no Habs podcast over there. I think next season, starting in September, I think I'm going to start a solo Habs podcast. I'm going to call it Habs Then and Now, where I'm going to talk about old time and then what's going on now. Short podcast, 20 to 40 minutes, just me. It's in development, let's just say right now. So hopefully you guys will go over there to DPM. That's Don't Puck with Media. Link is in the description. Subscribe over there so you can check out my new Habs podcast. That's going to be either September or early in October. I'm going to be starting that. So, yeah, so there's that. Sorry, my nose is itchy. I wish it's because I did cocaine, but unfortunately it's not. I wouldn't mind. I haven't done any in a long time, but I wouldn't mind. I don't pay for that. So I don't buy it ever. I've never paid money for that in my life, and I've done my share. All right, so this is at the point where I just go off camera for a short period of time, but I'm still here and we're still talking. Anything you guys want to talk about, I might have heard something. If you have any ideas, if you have any rumors, you've heard anything, let's go. Let's go. Whatever you guys want to talk about. Will I do a video of teams being Stanley Cup contenders and or pretenders? I don't know if I've ever done a video like that. That sounds more like a video for the other channel. And I'm trying to fight with the guys over there to actually do regular videos. Basically, we're doing podcasts and, panel type shows. Nobody's doing any videos, and I don't really have time. So I don't know. We might cover that. That's actually a good topic to cover on our podcast, Pucking Around podcast. I actually like that. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to write that down because I actually like that. It's a good kind of discussion to have on the podcast. So while we talk, I'm going to write that down. So thank you for that, Renegade Man. Appreciate that. I always like good ideas like that. You throw out a good idea to me, I might not do it on this show or that one or whatever, but it's probably good for one of the shows we're doing. Contenders or pretenders. Yeah, I like that. Right now we're doing the Pacific Division, 4 teams. So we're basically breaking it down, how they did in the off season and what we think they're going to be like next season. So we're in the Pacific Division. Haven't done the Atlantic yet, so we haven't gotten there. So come check us out. We can definitely use the audience. Hey Johnny, how's it going, Johnny Golden? You might not know about the other channel, the second channel we have that I'm involved with. Called Don't Puck with Media. The link is in the description. We've got Bruins podcast, a Flyers, which I sometimes direct, a Flyers podcast, which I direct, and I say co-produce. I mean, I do, but not. It's not. It sounds better than what I actually do, but I direct it. And then we have the NHL podcast, which I am now the director, behind the scenes kind of guy. You're not going to see me on camera as much, but I'm there and I'll be talking, but I'm going to be running the board and stuff like that. So, yeah. And like I said, the link is in the description. Don't Puck with Media. Head over, give us a subscribe. We're trying to get to 300 right now. It's been a struggle. It's a big niche and it's hard to make any inroads. So help us get to 300 if you haven't subscribed over there already. Really appreciate that. One day all this stuff is going to hit. One day I'm just going to wake up and it's going to go, hey, did you know everybody loves you? That's not going to ever happen, though. Unfortunately. Or fortunately, I don't know if it's good or bad. Are you in New Brunswick? I didn't know you were in New Brunswick. I thought you were out west, to be honest. I thought you were out west. I don't know why. Price contract is going to go to a team that needs to hit the floor. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know which teams right now, off the top of I don't know which teams need to hit the floor of the cap, but there's going to be a team and there's going to be somebody that'll take that contract. I believe. I gotta believe he's working on doing that. He'll find a team. He'll find a team for it. Yeah, Johnny, I always thought you were on the West. I don't know why. I really don't know why. It doesn't matter. I'm old and my memory isn't great. So, it depends on what. On certain things, it's not great. On certain things, pretty good. But yeah, I didn't remember that. If anybody is wondering who Johnny Golden is, because he hasn't been around that much lately, but Johnny Golden is one of from the early days, regular as could be, subscriber. So it's always good to see Johnny back in the room. I mean, Johnny was there. He was, like Habs Guru, who's always here, has been here for a long. Johnny was like that in the early days. And I mean, early days when I was garbage. And I can say that. And I don't even know why he would have hung around. I was garbage. But he did. So there were a few guys that I don't know why you hung around for me and checked me out every week. But, it allowed me to get a little bit better anyway. All right, what else we got to talk about? What else we got? That's it's that time of the year. There's not a lot happening. My sister is really sick these days. She's in the hospital. Is probably going to have a couple of fingers removed on one of her hands. It's diabetic thing. It's a whole thing, and it's been about a week. So I've been kind of all over the place. That's why you haven't seen anything. I haven't been able to do any work with that. So just doing whatever shows that I have, but I haven't been able to really work on a video or anything like that. So if you're wondering what it is, that's what it is. Right now, she's doing much better. Still has to have the operation on the hand, but she was in really bad shape when they called me. And they took her to a hospital. It's too far for me to go. I don't know why. Way out of the city. I have no idea yet why she's there, but so yeah, my brain's been kind of occupied. So let's see. So Chicago can move out vets at the deadline and not drop below the floor. A couple of reports I've read. Yeah, listen, I'm good with that. Chicago not my favorite team, whatever but listen, Carey Price is willing to help. Not that he's helped, but he's fine with it. Wants to do anything he can to help the team. If that helps the team, send him to Chicago. It's for one more season. I imagine he can't come hang out if they do that wherever they send him. He can't come hang out with like he does sometimes. But it's just for one season. His contract will be finished, and I'm sure they'll make him part of the organization in some way. I think that's what he wants. So, yeah, listen, if that's the case, then Chicago's the team. There's going to be a team that will need that contract, and they'll take it. And another reason is it won't move till September 1st after that, because there's a bonus. There's a signing bonus to pay $6.5 million or something like that. After that, it's $2 million. I don't know if it's $1 or $2 million is left for the team to actually pay him in salary, right? So it becomes like nothing to pay out for them, and they get the $10.5 million on the cap so that he can hit the floor. So yeah, some team's going to take it. And they'll probably, Montreal will send the Price contract with a draft pick, and they'll get future considerations back, which will lead to like nothing. We'll get nothing back, and they get thrown a bone for taking the contract. That's usually what happens. Isn't that what they did with Weber? It was the same thing, right? They moved it to a team. I don't know if they had to send an extra piece along or not. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember where they sent him to. Where did they send Weber's contract? I can't remember for some stupid reason. Johnny's saying they said Lucas Reichel might be in play. I don't know. No. That's a decent player. No, I don't think so. I can't see Chicago giving something of that caliber back to Montreal for Price's contract. I can't. Montreal's going to be the one giving the extra. If we get anything back, it'll be a 7th-round pick. It'll be a guy for the minors. No, like a C-level prospect. Joe, as I said at the beginning, I don't know off the top of my head right now which teams. It's teams with very low payroll, and it's teams on the bottom of the league, because usually when you don't have much of a payroll, you're not going to be a competitive team. Yeah, Renegade Man, I agree with that. I mean, Lucas Reichel, no. That's a decent player, a good player. There's no way. That's crazy. Canadiens traded Weber to Vegas. That's right. Oh, that's how we got Dadonov. I remember now. Thank you there, Johnny. I appreciate it. Yeah, I forgot about that. But that's because also Vegas really wanted to get rid of Dadonov. So that's why we got a player that didn't really do anything here for us. We had to move him to Dallas for him to do anything over there. There was some controversy with Dadonov. I can't remember exactly what it was. They had to move him, and that's why we actually got something back. I don't see that happening with Price. And definitely not Lucas Reichel. Like if he pulls that kind of a thing off, like Hughes is amazing. So we'll see. I would think Hughes is amazing anyway, but that would be incredible. How are we doing here? 16 people. Listen, if you're here and you haven't said hi yet, please say hi. And if you have anything you want to ask, or you've heard of any trade rumors, proposals, anything like that, hey, bring it out. We'll talk about it. Oh, I forgot. I got stuff. I got a couple of things. You remember the Whose Stat Is It? I got 3 new ones. And by the way, Joe, from the members only live, you are right, but don't give it away. I'm going to bring it up. I don't know what's taking me so long. So this is what I had on the members only live stream. Whose stats are these? 391 goals, 642 assists, 1,134 games played. All those trophies. Stanley Cup. Played for Calgary, Tampa, and New York. Whose stats are those? Joe got it right. Very easy. It should be very easy. The one team I think people aren't sure that this guy played for is Calgary. which he played very briefly for. Calgary didn't actually give him his break. It was Tampa. Guru says Marty St. Louis. Johnny asks, Marty? Any more guesses? Give it another few seconds. For me, I looked at the obviously position forward. I saw the three teams, looked over at the trophies and at the points, and I got it. All right, going once, going twice, going three times. Yes, it is Coach Marty St. Louis. Yeah, I thought for me, I found that one super easy. I think Joe found it easy as well because she got it pretty quick. I noticed after I left that stream. Okay, I got three more. Let's go over them before anything else. Let me go back here. Take that one down. One is really hard. One I think is really easy. Well, moderately easy. And one is maybe difficult. Okay, this one, a little bit difficult. A left wing, played for Winnipeg, the Coyotes, the St. Louis Blues, and the Atlanta Thrashers. 538 games, 527 assists. No, 538 goals, 527 assists, 1,201 points, no trophies, has two sons that are stars in this league. Anybody got a guess? I don't know if I can give a hint other than has two sons that are stars in this league. I could not get this one. I had to look it up. I had to cheat. Please don't cheat. There's no need. But I had to cheat because I need to get it right. So Cam thinks I didn't cheat, though. Oh, he might be watching. I don't want to say that. Joseph says, Kachuk. Now, since I said, in this case, if it is Kachuk, it's Keith Kachuk he's talking about, if anyone was wondering. Joe says Keith Kachuk with a question mark. See, I wouldn't have gotten it, but yeah, it's Keith Kachuk. I couldn't get it. I had to cheat to get that one. All right. The next one is going to be so easy. It's going to be moderately to very easy. I think it's going to be gotten pretty quickly, and that is this one. Left wing, Montreal Canadiens is the only team, a top 100 best players ever to play the game. Stanley Cup winner and all those other things there that I can't see. 239 goals, 262 assists in 1,160 games. Ladies and gentlemen, who is this player? I thought of two guys ahead of this guy. I looked it up, and it wasn't. And then it went, oh my God, it's him. And it was. I don't know how I didn't get that quicker. But I didn't cheat because I thought of, okay, maybe it's this guy. I looked at Hockey DB, and no, it wasn't that guy. Maybe it's this guy. And then I got it. And I didn't have to look at the Hockey DB to know when I got it that I got it. BL, I was told, no, I looked it up. I'm sure that one was Kachuk. And Cam said I was right. It's not Kachuk? If it's not, I don't know who it is. because I didn't write the names down just till before I just came in. And I go, oh yeah, that's who that is, and I could be wrong. Johnny Golden asked, "Is it Bob Gainey? Anybody else?" Anybody else? Now, when he said Gainey, didn't it go off in everybody's head? It's Bob Gainey. It is Bob Gainey. That's it. That's who it is. And we got one more. This one's tough. This guy played in the 80s and 90s, I want to say, I believe. Center. Played for Pittsburgh, Calgary, St. Louis, Philadelphia, and Toronto. 329 goals, 345 assists for 727 points. For not that far off of a point a game player. 0 trophies. Who is this player? This one is not easy. I had to cheat on this one. So I'm not telling anyone to cheat, but ask me and I'll tell you a hint or whatever. I can't see the trophies, Johnny. My eyes are too bad. It's too small. But yeah, I guess it would. If I would have seen that, I might have gotten it quicker. I was thinking, I don't know why, just two guys that one of them's a defenseman. I don't even know why I thought of his name. I'm not going to say his, but my first thought was Claude LaRose. It wasn't, obviously. I don't know why going that far back. And looking up the second guy, it was, it's not him. That's who it is. Like it hit me just like that. Like, how did I not know that straight off the bat? So yeah, Bob Gainey was that should have been a lot easier for me. Now this guy, a hint, his initials are M like Mike and B like Bob. MB are the initials for this player. It's a tough one. And the funny thing is, like when I realized, that's who it is. I had his hockey card. I don't know how many times, and I think it was when he was with both Pittsburgh and Toronto. I had this guy's hockey card a lot. Now, and the thing is, you get that where you get a guy, like in every pack of cards, because they're usually crappy players. But I mean, look at the numbers; not a crappy player. Well, it says center. BL. Bergevin was a defenseman. So next hint is the M for Mike is for Mike. So it's Mike B. Still, you're not going to get it. I will go another 15 seconds and I'll give it away. And then where we're going to go from there, I don't know. Good on you guys. One thing, you didn't cheat. So I'm that's nice that nobody cheated. And I'll give it in like a few seconds. It's a real hard one. Mike, what's his name? There, BL got it. Mike, but it put a B in front of the W. What was his name? Now, okay, the guy's name is Mike Ballard. Ballard or Bullard? I'm not sure, actually. I think it might be Bullard. Mike Bullard. I had his hockey card, like, I don't know how many times. Let me take that down somehow. Wait, I'm screwed up here. There we go. I got this here. Lane Hutson, unranked last season. The NHL Network ranked him number 19. 19th best defenseman in the NHL this season coming. I believe next season he will rise quite a bit higher. But I mean, for your first ranking, yeah, I'll take 19. Lane Hutson, top 20 defenseman in this league. This one, I don't know what I'm clicking on. Oh, yes. The Laval Rocket have hired Josh Georges as an assistant coach. I'm not sure if it says co-coach there or assistant. I think assistant. Josh Georges. I love that hire. Love that hire. If you're not lucky enough to have seen Josh Georges play, wow. Now, was he a flashy great player? No, but he'd skate through a brick wall for this team. He was tough, and he'd skate through a brick wall, and he made the best use of every last ounce of talent he had. And he didn't have a ton, but boy, did he ever make that work. Josh Georges, a great hire, in my opinion, in Laval. Okay, I'm going to be back on the air. We're on screen. So, yeah, I really like that. Oh, let me get back to you guys. That would help if I have comments up. Mike Bullard. Jofa helmet guy. Did he wear a Jofa helmet? Well, yeah, I mean, that would have been the right era, wouldn't it? My nose is blocked up. I still have a little bit of leftover from the COVID. That's where it is. COVID is still in my nose. I mean, I remember the guy. I remember him mostly, and I guess mostly with Pittsburgh and Toronto. I didn't know he played for some of those other teams, but I had his freaking Pittsburgh and Toronto hockey cards. Is that Kelowna Rockets? I thought it's Laval Rocket. Don't tell me really? Oh. You know, I just assumed because it says "Oh Rocket." I just assumed it was the Laval Rocket. I'm pretty sure where I saw it, the guy said Laval. You serious? Anyways, thanks for keeping me from looking like too much. I haven't really announced this anywhere. So, yeah. I really thought that was Laval Rocket. Damn it. Well, maybe just that he's getting his feet wet in the coaching game. Anyways, thanks for pointing that out, Johnny. I appreciate that. I just didn't look at the logo. I just saw the Rocket. Oh, okay, it's the Laval Rocket. Awesome hire. Fuck. What are you gonna do? So you got to be really careful. You got to be really careful to not fall into a trap like that. And you gotta, I gotta read things better. Anyway, what are you gonna do? Still, good for the Kelowna Rockets for getting that guy. I love Josh Georges. I just love that guy. All right, I don't know much else left. So, you guys got anything you want to talk about before I leave? Matt would have known the difference. Well, I showed it in the chat thing. Matt went, awesome hire. He didn't notice the difference. So, no, I disagree with that statement. I highly disagree with that statement. What else are we talking about? Anything? Got any good TV for me there, BL? Lately? Not a lot lately. I'm trying to remember. I've been watching older stuff for some reason. Well, an older British series that a friend of mine used to love. Madness. What's that about? Who's in it? I might have heard about it. Did I check out the links? Joe, you know the answer to that. I haven't really. I apologize. My apologies. I will. One day I'll be into that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm very fussy these days about what I'm watching. So, my apologies that I didn't. I shouldn't say. I think I clicked it to bookmark something, so I have it, and it's not just in the email. But I didn't watch it. I'll be very honest. I didn't. At least I'm honest. BL, what's Madness about, and who's in it? Because there is something I'm waiting for. I can't even remember now who's in it, but I'll know it when I see it on Netflix. But I can't remember who's in it. I just saw something about this series that's coming up. Let's bash the Leafs. Nothing to bash them about right now. Go ahead if you want. It's about a black reporter framed for the murder of white supremacists. Who's in it? Rainmaker. I haven't heard about that one. Okay, where is this Madness? Where are you watching it? And where is Rainmaker? I got to be able to get it. Johnny says Kent Hughes is good. We'll see what happens. It won't be Rachel though. As much as he needs a change of scenery, it won't be Rachel. Not for Price's contract. You won't get a player of that. Like in the odd, like okay, we got Dadonov, but I mean Dadonov did nothing here anyway. So you're not gonna get a player like that coming back normally. So it is on Netflix. So maybe it is the one that I'm sort of was waiting for. I'll go check that out when we're done here. You wait till Adam is in the chat to Leaf Bash. That'll be when the games start. Oh, it'll probably be game one because we're playing the Leafs right first opening night, or it'll be. I'm sure we're playing the Leafs in preseason. So, how'd you roll your ankle, Joe? Yeah, that hurts. That hurts when you roll your ankle. You watched the Waterfront? Yes, I saw that. I like that, the Waterfront. That's with the guy from oh, what's that series there with the brothers that they rob everybody. It's Darren. Have a good night there, Johnny. Good to see you, as always. Thank you. You were just walking and rolled your foot? Yeah, poor balance. Yeah, my balance is not great. Yeah, no, that's painful though. I hope you heal quickly. Animal Kingdom. That's the I couldn't get. Yeah, the gay brother, the bar owner. Yeah, and now he kind of plays the opposite of that character, you know. But yeah, that was interesting. Topher Grace, man, you just wanted to hit that guy. He really played a guy that you hate. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was okay. I don't know if there's going to be a second season of it though. Oh, Countdown. If you haven't seen Countdown on Prime, that's good. I'm enjoying that. Countdown. I have watched the 2 South Park episodes so far. As a matter of fact, I just checked, I guess last night to see if the third one was out. It wasn't available to me last night anyway. BL, there's not that anything is wrong with that. Listen, on that series, some pretty intimate gay action. I don't know how else to put it. It's like, okay, yeah, you got to be dedicated to your craft, I guess. Unless he really is gay, I don't think he is though. Um, to kiss another guy like that. Saw American Primeval. I saw American Primeval, and I do like westerns. Joe, so there's the third episode's not out. Damn it! I was hoping it would be out tonight. I thought it should have been out already. Bill, don't you think I could I don't think I could do it. I mean, I guess I'm not a good enough actor, obviously, but I don't see how I don't think I could do it. Which American Primeval? Yeah, that was a little strange though, wasn't it? It was a little bit strange. I watched it, but I want to say it was a little strange. You dump Netflix because you don't watch it enough? I probably don't watch it a ton, but I don't pay for it. And my son, he's got it, so I log in on his account. And from what I understand, it's pretty much me and my ex-wife. So like five of us in the family, we all have logins, but only me and my ex-wife watch it anymore. I look often, and it's always the same stuff, and then every now and then something's new. So they don't make enough stuff that I like anymore. It ain't the same. It ain't the same. All right, I'm going to take off. We've hit the hour. I've got stuff to do. I've got to prepare for. I've got a few things tomorrow. So don't forget, like I said, head over to Don't Puck with Media, please. Appreciate it. Hit that subscribe, and then you will be able to check out when I start the new podcast. And yeah, check out our NHL podcast over there. We talk about the whole league, not no team in particular over there on Pucking Around. Yeah, you see, I'm not into the Jurassic Park anymore, so it doesn't really interest me. The F1 movie didn't interest me, and I'm not into any superhero stuff. Only superhero stuff I like right now is The Boys. But in general, superhero, no, not for me. I've never been into any of the Marvel stuff. No, it's not for me at all. And there's so much of that and not enough good stuff. So I watch a lot more UK. Australia, New Zealand, UK, England, Scotland, Ireland. They make a lot of good stuff. So I've been doing that. All right. I might be doing that tonight. We'll see. I'm going to check out this madness. And see if I like it. And yeah, we'll see. But anyways, it's still nice and early. It's only 9. So have a great rest of Saturday. Appreciate it. Don't forget to check out Hab Normals. You'll get that on Monday. And yeah, hopefully I'll come up with some kind of an idea and do a video. Yeah, so I'll get back into the swing of that. And the season's coming up soon enough. So that's it. I'm not into horror movies anymore either. British cop shows, I don't mind those. So I like watching that. I've been to cop shows. I don't know why. That kind of stuff these days. So anyways, well, it is what it is. All right. Have a great rest of the Saturday, everybody. Thanks for being here. I really do appreciate it. Till next time, stay safe out there. Peace out, you guys. And yeah, I'll see you soon. And have a great rest of the night. Ciao, everybody. And thanks for being here. Oops, and I screwed that up. I'm supposed to do this first, then go here, and then sign out. Ciao, everybody.